Hey Star Trek fans, welcome back to the channel and to this week's Star Trek news video. We took a couple of impromptu weeks off, but we're back. There's not a lot of news to cover this week in Trek, but I did want to mention the loss of an important Star Trek guest star. We also have a couple of new releases this week that you might want to check out. So with that said, let's get to the news.
I promised the Federation News Service a first-hand account of the battle.
You'll get it.
On Friday, February 7th, actor Bruce French passed away from complications from Alzheimer's at the age of 79. French was a prolific actor who could be seen in many different productions, known for shows such as Passions, LA Law, Picket Fences, Ally McBeal, The Practice, Boston Public, Boston Legal, and many, many more, with IMDb listing over 150 acting credits to his name. Star Trek fans will recognize his face as well, as he appeared in Star Trek The Next Generation, Voyager, and Enterprise, as well as Star Trek Insurrection. In TNG, he played Sabin Genestra in the critically acclaimed episode The Drumhead. He appeared as an Ocampa doctor in the Voyager premiere episode Caretaker, and as a Vulcan elder at the P'Jem Monastery in Enterprise's The Andorian Incident. In Insurrection, he can be seen as a Sona officer under Ruafo's command. Clearly a talented and very dependable actor that Star Trek relied on numerous times, Bruce French was an important member of the Star Trek family, and he will be missed.
Sometimes I think you North Americans read nothing but comic books and those ridiculous science fiction novels.
We have a Star Trek novel reprint out this week, the paperback edition of David Mack's latest Trek novel, Star Trek Picard, Firewall, featuring Seven of Nine and her time with the Fenris Rangers between the end of Star Trek Voyager and Season 1 of Star Trek Picard. Here's the synopsis. 2 years after the USS Voyager's return from the Delta Quadrant, Seven of Nine finds herself rejected for a position in Starfleet and instead finds a new home with the interstellar rogue law enforcement corps known as the Fenris Rangers. The Rangers seem like an ideal fit for Seven, but to embrace this new identity, she must leave behind all she's ever known and risk losing the most important thing in her life, her friendship with Admiral Catherine Janeway. Now, the hardcover ebook and audiobook editions of Firewall previously came out in February of last year. The paperback edition is out this Tuesday, February 11th. If you'd like to check out our interview with David Mack about this novel on the Positively Trek podcast, I'll have a link in the description for you, as well as links to Amazon to purchase Firewall for yourself. Out on Wednesday, February 12th, is the 4th issue of the Star Trek Lower Decks ongoing comic from IDW. Here's the description. Rutherford to Bridge, we're not dead. However, after escaping a vacuum collapse of the Electo system, the USS Cerritos is lost inside a new space-time that's expanding away from us in every direction at the speed of light. To make matters worse, an alien intelligence made of pure energy has possessed Tendi and my bodies, shunting our consciousnesses into the ship's computer. While it's a fun, flirty energy, we'd very much like our bodies back so we can pop the expanding time bubble and save our universe. Lower Decks number 4 is written by Ryan North with art by Jack Lawrence. As always, check out the video description for links to purchase the digital edition from Amazon. And that's it for another week in Star Trek. Thanks of course to the Patreon members, and thank you very much to all of you for watching. I'll be back again next week, hopefully with some more news, including just maybe a release date for Season 3 of Strange New Worlds. Let's all keep our fingers crossed, and until then, look after each other. Look after yourselves, and do your absolute best to live long and prosper.